I'm Nuclear and Double XP is here, so I'm going to be testing out the 3 best strategies in Black Ops 6 to get you the most amount of XP in the shortest amount of time. For the top 3 XP methods, we're going to be doing them over here on Liberty Falls. There is a really popular one on Terminus that everyone's been talking about and everyone's been doing, but for that you either need a friend or a second controller. It takes like 30 minutes, so by the time you set it up, it just feels like it's not even worth it. Or if you do one of these 3 methods over here on Liberty Falls, you can save the game at any time and come back and keep doing it. You don't have to worry about the glitch failing or having to redo it every time. As long as you have that saved game, you can do all your guns in one game. The first step to all 3 of these XP strategies are pretty much the same, which is just going inside the church and activating this and setting the round cap to 11. Once your round cap is set to 11, then you've done the first step for all 3 of the methods and you don't need to go any further. So just stay away from the next objective and keep the round at 11. You want round 11 to just replay over and over and over again for all of these methods. The next step is just reaching round 11 and upgrading your gun. If you ever gun Pack-a-Punch 3 times, it'll make every zombie kill feel like an instant kill. So the goal for all 3 of these strategies should be to Pack-a-Punch your weapon all the way up 3 times and then upgrade it to gold. Alright, so we got to round 11 and I exited the game and saved. That way we can have a fresh XP start once we get into the game. That way we can test the exact amount of XP we get from this strategy. So once you're at round 11, you're going to want to open up the bowling alley, and this is where the strategy begins. You're at round 11, you have an upgraded gun, and you're just going to farm zombies up inside the bowling alley just right here, and you're going to go for your headshots, and the round's just going to repeat over and over and over again. Round 11 will just keep going, keep going, keep going. And that's basically all there is to this strategy. Now you can pair this strategy with doing the water valve, which will probably help you gain a little more XP, but we're not going to be doing that. We just want to test the XP on this base strategy. So we're just going to round our zombies up and start getting critical kills. Yeah, so see, every round 11 you should get a mangler spawn. Now you're not guaranteed it every round 11, but for most of the rounds you should get one helping you with special kills. We're not going to be grabbing any nukes or anything like that because we want the most XP possible. Now if we get double points or an instant kill, we will be grabbing those. If you have trouble with headshots though, all you have to do is spam the aim button like this, aim in and out like this, and if you have deadshot, this will help you get your critical kills. Alright, so our first strategy is done. We ran this for about 30 minutes, and now we're going to see how much XP we get from 30 minutes of doing this strategy. So we got 27,000 of normal XP, and with double XP we got 54,000. So if you do that strategy for an hour with double XP, you're looking at about 110,000 XP. So for the second strategy, we're going to come over here to the top of the bank, and then we're going to go over here and open this door. And that's basically pretty much it for this strategy. You're just going to sit right here and let the zombies come to you. Just round them up and farm them. It's pretty simple. You just keep rounding up and farming, and they just fall right into your lap. They all line up, and it should be pretty easy to get critical kills. Hello? Alright, so we're going to try this again. Pro tip when you're doing these strategies, if you ever need a max ammo, which you shouldn't because you should have enough money to be able to buy ammo no matter what level or upgrade your gun is. But if you need one and you're being stingy on that 5k, even when you have 51k, you can save and quit the game, and as soon as you load back in, you'll get a vermin round, and at the end of the vermin round, you'll have a max ammo, and you can do that pretty much whenever. And every single round, a mangler will spawn and come straight out of this window right here. New round, so we should have a mangler spawn right now. Yep, there he is. So far, this has been my favorite strategy, but I've never tested all 3 of them back to back, so I don't actually know which one gives you more XP. So for the second strategy, we got 48,000 XP. That's pretty good. It's not as good as the 54,000, but the 48's pretty good. So for the third and final strategy, I haven't tried it yet, but I heard it's pretty good, and I got the idea from this comment, so shout out to that guy. All you need to do for this strategy is to, again, come up to the roof. You're going to want to buy this door right here. This part might be a little bit tricky. You're going to want to drop down, and you want to lay down right here and buy this door right there. And then you can have all the zombies up inside this building right here. I'm going to die. So when you're doing this method, you want to leave this front door closed, and then you also want to leave this back hallway back door closed. And that way you only have this open. That's why you have to get through onto the roof and buy this door, because you're supposed to only be able to buy it from the inside, but you can glitch to the roof right there and buy it. And that allows all the zombies to just spawn in and funnel in straight through to here to where you can just farm them right here on top of the desk. So really all for the strategy, you just want to jump up on top of this, and that's about it. You just kind of aim right here, and now they shouldn't come from behind you. They should just all hop on top of the thing right in front of you, and you should be good to do your headshots. Yeah, this one's pretty cool. You just kind of sit here and let them hop up, and you can just farm the kills. They'll just keep popping up right in front of you, and you don't have to do much. Just sit here and farm them. All right, so let's see what XP we got from this third strategy. Holy shit. I think we have our winner on which one has the most XP. I mean, 64,000 in 30 minutes is pretty crazy. So we've done all the testing. I've done all the math. And here is the best strategy to get the most amount of XP in the shortest amount of time. Strategy 3 is the #1 strategy. Strategy 3 basically gave us 65,000 XP in just 30 minutes, where strategy 1 gave us 54 and strategy 2 only gave us 48. So if you were to do strategy 1 in the bowling alley for an hour, you would get about 110,000 XP. Now, if you were to do strategy 2 on the rooftop of the bank, you'd only get about 100,000 XP for that hour. But if you were to do the glitch to the wall, get inside the bank, and sit there on top of the counter and just farm kills, for strategy 3, you would get about 130,000 XP for that hour. So strategy 3 is by far the best for grinding to get the most amount of XP in the shortest amount of time. Now, you can do any of the 3 strategies. All of them have their benefits. You have a lot of room to run around and train inside the bowling alley. On the roof, it's more open. You can just back out and dip out if you're in trouble and you're getting hit. And in the bank, it might be the most tight and compact and would be the hardest to get out of a sticky situation, but it's worth the risk. I will say, if you're going to do strategy 3, if you want the most amount of XP for the shortest amount of time, if you want to sit there for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and just bulk up a bunch of XP, I recommend upgrading your weapon to Pack-a-Punch 3 and the gold, because if you're going to be sitting there in that small room, it will get tight and it will get compact, and if you're just using base 1 Pack-a-Punch gun, it's probably not going to work out very well. So if you're going with strategy 3, make sure you fully upgrade it. If you're going to sit there and train with no upgrades, I would go with the bowling alley. And if you're going to sit there with only base upgrades, then I would go with strategy 2. You could totally start off doing the strategy inside the bowling alley and doing that to start off and get enough points to then work your way up to doing strategy 2. And then when you're done with strategy 2 and you have enough points to fully upgrade, then go ahead into strategy 3. That's basically what I did when testing this. But at the end of the day, just pick whatever strategy works best for you. I personally like strategy 2 the best. I like being on the rooftop. I like being able to train on the rooftop. I like being able to sit in the corner on the rooftop. I like being able to dip out if it gets sketchy. But if you're just hardcore grinding and that's all you want is XP, strategy 3 is the way to go. If you enjoyed my test and found it helpful, a like and subscribe is always appreciated, but not required. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm Nuclear and out. Peace.
Just the drugs, hope they make you feel numb.